welcome to this epic disaster. How are you? What's going on with ya?
Me?
Yeah.
As in me?
Yeah, you. Anybody.
I'm great.
Whoever wants to answer the question, it's fine with me.
I'm fucking fabulous.
Wait a minute.
I have a joke for you.
Why do you want to start the whole podcast off with
I'm going to do this.
obscenities and bad jokes? I think that should be the name of our podcast.
Obscenities and bad jokes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bad jokes and obscenities.
I mean, I think we're there. We're pretty much there.
Pretty much.
So I'm going to do this through the whole podcast
No,
today. Yes.
I think you shouldn't.
I was getting into my car the other day, and a man asked, "Can you give me a lift?" I said, "Sure. You look great. Chase your dreams. Go for it." And I drove away.
That's not a good one. That's like giving the waiter a tip.
Like, don't spend all your money in one place.
Yeah, don't comb your hair like that.
That's a good tip.
Yeah.
Let me give you a tip, or just a tip.
I suggest that you don't really do that through the whole podcast.
A man knocked on my door and
on.
asked for a small donation for a local swimming pool. So I gave him a glass of water.
What was that? What was that noise?
That was you farting from your mouth.
I don't know what that was. That wasn't me.
It was.
Hey, I got a selfish announcement.
Are you picking at your nipple?
No.
What are you doing?
Have you ever washed your clothes and then there was like something in the pocket and then it's like now it's like all mangled up and you don't know what it is?
It's lint.
Yeah, it becomes lint. That's how you get lint. By the way.
That's your nipple pocket.
It's my breast pocket.
Your nipple.
I don't think the term is nipple pocket.
I have nipple pockets.
I don't know. Go to the doctor.
I know.
So I have a kind of a selfish sort of announcement, a promotion, I should say, maybe.
Oh, are you promoting yourself again?
Promoting a project, something that I'm doing. All right. So a lot of our listeners started listening to us at the Life in a Kill podcast.
The one we did before this?
The one we did before this. The one that we're almost ready to surpass. I think next week we tie with the amount of podcasts that we did, and then the week after that we beat it. Just beat it. But this is kind of an announcement about Life in a Kill. And so there is no Life in a Kilt before. Life in a Kilt, for those who don't know, is a thing I did when I turned 50. Did a year in a kilt. And so I turned 50. I wore a kilt for a while. And then after that, I did it for, 5 more years?
Yeah, just because you liked the attention.
And then last year, I just got tired of it, and I said, no more. I don't want to be public kilt guy.
No more.
And so I quit. But because I took down all the blogs and all the stuff, Facebook pages and all that kind of stuff. But it's just been, the lifeandkill.com has just kind of been sitting out there doing nothing, having no purpose, not really serving any reason for being there. And I've been wanting to do something with it for a while. And I finally have. I'm starting a e-commerce website, a store.
Okay.
A kilt store. So people can go to lifeinakilt.com soon. It's not open yet.
Right.
lifeinakilt.com and buy kilts and kilt stuff and all kinds of fun stuff, some t-shirts, gifts, and all that kind of stuff. You can actually buy kilts there too.
Now you're still going to have your story on there and everything, right?
My story.
The reason Life in a Kilt exists.
Barely. It's not going to be about that anymore. It's not going to be about me. It's really going to be about products, and it's kind of moved into that. But I am going to do a little bit of blogging, and some of the old blogs will go back onto that. So, but the main thing is, it's just for people who are interested in kilt stuff, they can go buy gifts.
Nice.
So. Because I used to get people who would say, where can I find a good kilt? Is this place that sells kilts, is it worth it? Or they do crappy kilts or whatever? And not a lot of people know. So I'm going to kind of go out and sort of curate a lot of the products. I'm going to make sure that, a lot of the stuff that I'll be selling on the website is quality. It's worth it.
Okay, great.
So,
well, cool. So let us know when that's ready to
it's probably going to go live around
shop.
the 1st of August.
August?
Yeah.
You going to have some coffee with that?
Probably. So I just wanted to let people know, the kilt people out there, you know who you are, that that's going to be coming up. Take a look at it. You might find something you like.
Cool.
And I'm going to be changing it, and it's going to be growing. And
ooh, if we're going to have kilt products on there, I'm sorry, if you're going to have kilt products on there, maybe you could sell some koozies.
Koozies, we might do koozies, but we also can do disaster shirts, this epic disaster shirts.
We could do that.
We might even sell beer.
Maybe.
I don't know if we'll sell beer. But
throw a little Scotty Wallace up in there.
Scotty's definitely going to be there. Beer might be up there. We might find some good beer. You know what we should do?
What?
We should do beer here.
I'm surprised that we haven't yet.
We should do
that's normally your first thing.
A little live beer review. Live beer review. We have a beer at the beginning of the show, Now, this beer is potentially controversial because
I think we've done it before.
you think we've done it before. I don't remember doing it before. I certainly remember. I think we could have done it before because we've done a whole lot of stuff and I don't remember them all. Some we did with the Life Nico podcast. Many we've done here. I haven't been keeping track, but I don't remember this one.
Okay, so I know that for sure we've done Creature Comforts before.
Definitely, we have. This is a beer by Creature Comforts.
And Creature Comforts is a brewing company in Athens, Georgia.
Uh-huh.
And they have several really good beers. One of my favorites of theirs is called Athena.
Yes.
So what they have here today is called Bibo.
Bibo.
B-I-B-O.
Bibo.
And it's a Pilsner. And I just, for some reason, I think we've done it before. Now, you said on the last podcast that I always say that we've probably done this before.
I think so. But this one's, you said immediately when you saw it, you said you thought we've done it before. And people might remember. But here's the thing. The live beer review, we have a beer that we've never had before on the podcast. So the disclaimer is we might have had this one, but we don't know for sure.
And this one is 4.9% alcohol by volume. And again, it's a Pilsner.
Wow, it's very light.
There's not a whole lot about it on the can. There's no description. But again, when you say it's a Pilsner, it's a Pilsner.
Pilsner.
Let's give it a shot.
I'm going to drink some Bibo.
Okay, you do some Bibo.
Bibo Bryson.
And I mean, it looks like a Pilsner. It's very...
I'm sniffing it. I don't feel like it has a very strong sniffer. It's not a sniffy beer.
Not a smelly beer.
What do you think? It doesn't have a heavy odor.
Not at all. It's just, again...
It's almost like water.
I have a feeling this is going to be one of those lawn mowing beers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it is.
Yes, it is. That is a lawn mowing beer.
Mm-hmm.
And by that, I mean, after you mow the lawn and you're dying of thirst and you really, it's like Saturday, you have a beer.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Bibo. We're going to be sucking down some Bibo here in a little bit.
You suck down some Bibo.
So guess what I'm doing? Guess what I'm getting ready to do?
Read something.
I'm a little nervous about this.
Oh, why?
Because I am getting ready to go to Texas.
Oh, okay.
Which I've been to Texas before, but this is going to be the longest drive I've ever had in Texas. To Texas.
Okay, because I've been to Texas with you.
This is almost a 20-hour drive.
Oh.
That's insane.
That's like West Texas.
They say it's the last city before you hit New Mexico. That's what they told me.
Oh, my goodness.
That's quite a drive.
Yes, it is.
We're going to be driving for a while. So, all right. So it's a business trip, work trip.
Uh-huh.
Normally, on all of my long trips, I take my work van, which is nice. Mm-hmm. I've driven it to Texas many times.
Sure.
New York.
Yep.
New Hampshire.
Yep.
Florida.
Yep.
Oklahoma.
Yep.
All around. But my little van is kind of not feeling well.
What's wrong with it?
I don't know, but
It's just ill.
It needs a tune-up. It needs an
ill.
oil change. It's got some air conditioning problems and stuff. And it's getting close to time we're leaving, and I just don't have time to take it. So I'm getting nervous about what I'm going to do. So I made a decision today.
Okay, good for you.
And this is what I'm nervous about.
What?
So I'm not going to have my van, I think. I don't think I'm going to take my van. So
Okay.
I got a Subaru Outback.
Yes.
My little Subaru Outback.
Yes.
I'm going to put a trailer on the back and take it to Texas. I've never driven a car with a trailer on the back. I've never driven that.
So you're just going to do like a U-Haul trailer?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to go over 1,000 miles. I mean, I'm going 20-hour drive with a car with a trailer on it, and I've never driven a car with a trailer. Am I stupid for doing that?
No, but let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Why don't you just get a U-Haul?
It would cost $2,000. It's $1,000 there, and it would be another $1,000 to come back.
Oh, so your partner isn't taking his own vehicle?
No, he's driving the U-Haul. We're taking a U-Haul.
Oh, I see.
But we got to have something to come back.
Right.
We take the U-Haul that has all of the junk in it that we're doing,
Right.
the business junk.
Right.
And we'll unload, we'll take the U-Haul, and then we drive. We have to have a vehicle to come back in.
So what's the point of the trailer if you already have a U-Haul?
We got to get stuff back. Not everything's going to fit in my...
I see. Well, then you don't have to take a trailer there. You only have to bring a trailer back if you think about it, because you can pack it all into the U-Haul to go there.
That's sort of a good idea, but I have a lot of stuff that I've got to take that I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get it up there to get into the U-Haul. I'll think about that.
You may just have to get a little bit bigger of a U-Haul this time.
But it doesn't really matter because a trailer, they don't charge mileage. So you just rent it for however long. You put it on the back of your car, you take it, you come back.
But still, if you rent it there and just bring it one way, that's a lot less time than if you take it there,
Right.
hold on to it, and then bring it back.
Yeah, that's something I didn't think about. I just have to try to figure out if I'm going to be able to get everything that I need there. I don't know that I can, but I think I'm going to have it to go down there too. But I'm just nervous about because I've never driven a trailer. I've never driven a trailer on the back of a car, period. And now I'm going to have to do it long distance. And I think, what if I'm just, because you know me, my stupid brain.
Yes.
And I'm just driving and I forget that it's there and I try to cut in front of a car and I just, boom, the trailer just smacks right into him.
That could happen.
What if I do that?
Then you have a big insurance bill.
What if I'm just going down and I just go over a bump, don't even think about it, and the trailer just flies off?
Well, you didn't know it was there anyways. You won't miss it.
I mean, can you feel it? Can you just like drag?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I won't really forget about it, I guess.
No. What I would do if I were you is I would go ahead. If you have to take a trailer, either there or on the way back, I would get the trailer the day before.
And just practice driving
Practice
it?
driving.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
Yeah, just so you're comfortable with how it feels on your car.
Yeah.
And plus, I would also have your partner who's driving there with you stick close to you.
That's not going to happen.
You're going at different times.
Yeah, I'm coming from here. He's coming from up north, and we're going to try to meet somewhere, but we may not make a meeting place. So we just got to drive.
You just got to get there.
So I shouldn't really be such a puss about it because is that a good word? Is that a sexist word? A puss? I don't know. Pussy?
Well, if you were a pussy, you would be a very, very strong.
I know, but I mean,
person.
If you say don't be a dick, that just means a jerk. But if you say don't be a pussy, that means you're a wimp. Why is a pussy a wimp?
I don't know. It's
but
weird.
A dick is like
So the words that they choose to emulate weakness.
Usually feminine. Female.
Yeah, and pussy is one of them.
Don't be such a vagina.
Pansy is another one, which
Pansy's
blows
a flower,
me away
though.
because you know what? A pansy is one of the hardiest flowers out there. It can live through shit that other plants can't.
Well, I have a feeling that that's a derivative from the flower, but I don't think it has anything necessarily to do with sex.
No, it doesn't.
Sexual thing.
But I just think it's funny that they choose very strong things to describe weakness, like a pussy.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I don't know where pussy, how it's. I don't know. Some dude felt like. I mean, it's just another way of saying don't be a girl. I
guess.
I don't know.
I guess.
But anyway, I shouldn't be so afraid. Maybe I should just do it. Because I see it all the time when driving down the road. People driving with trailers on the back. Have you done it? Have you driven long distance with trailer?
I've been in a car long distance with a trailer. I can't say that I was the one driving.
No, but I mean, it's not a big deal. Just
No.
put a trailer on the back.
Not at all.
Just drive.
Just go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't worry about it.
No.
I should just do it.
You just have to remain aware, which is something that you have a hard time doing when driving.
Right. Especially if I'm driving 20 hours. There's going to be a time I forget about it.
Yep.
And I'm going to pull in and get gas, and then I forget, oh, crap, I shouldn't have cut that corner that quick.
Do you look in your rearview mirror a lot when you drive?
Yeah, I do. All the
Okay.
time. I'm a very, very defensive driver. I always look. I don't make any turn or change lanes or anything without actually turning around looking behind me. Mm-hmm. So I look my blind spots, and occasionally I'll forget. Mm-hmm. Those moments that I forget almost always are the ones when I almost run into someone.
Right.
So I just try to make a rule to look.
Well, let's just be,
carefully.
let's keep our fingers crossed that everybody around you is aware.
I'm kind of excited about it in a weird way, but also a little anxious about it.
Well, the first time I went on a job with you was the first time that I drove as big a U-Haul as I did.
That was huge, yeah.
It was a 28-footer.
The first job, was the first job a Mississippi job, or
Yep.
was it the Texas job? It was Mississippi, which was Memphis. It was just right outside of Memphis.
Right.
So from where we went, it was about a 5.5 hour drive.
6-hour drive,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah.
And I was on my own, driving that truck, and because we didn't stick together.
Nope.
I enjoyed it.
It's
I had
fun.
a good time.
I have grown to enjoy life on the road, but as I get older, I enjoy it less. It just puts a lot of stress on me.
Well, it's hard on the body too.
Yeah, my knee. That's what's been
Depending-
causing the problems with my knee.
Depending on what you're driving. For instance, my old Exploder that I had, my Ford Explorer, was actually a very comfortable car for long rides.
That green one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Very comfortable.
wow.
We took that to North Carolina.
Did we?
Yeah, when we went for
Okay.
the
I thought
fair.
we rented something.
No, we took
Are
that.
you sure?
Yeah, because remember I almost died?
No.
Okay.
I do remember now, kind of, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Not that you almost died, but I remember taking it.
because we were playing a game with the iPod, trying to see if who could guess the song in the first couple seconds.
Uh-huh.
Anyways,
I don't remember you almost died.
memories.
I don't remember how you almost died. But anyway, so, yeah.
So, driving in
grown
my
up.
new car,
Uh-huh.
just down to PCB, Panama City Beach, 5-hour drive from here.
Yeah.
I have never had a sciatica attack like that in my life.
Yeah.
And it's because of the car. And then I had to turn around the next day and drive back.
It's another reason why I was afraid to take my van, because the van, the way I drive, well, the way I hold my knee in the van, my leg, because I'm so tall, it puts a special kind of stress on my knee. And that's what I've been having my knee problems. I just went to the doctor. He said I tore my...
Meniscus.
Ricky Martin was great in that, I thought. But it's also some rheumatoid arthritis.
Yeah.
And he gave me some medicine, which in 24 hours, boom, it's gone. I mean,
Do you
that's
know the
miracle
name
drugs.
of this medicine?
It's on the bottle. But anyway, I'm a big fan of it.
Okay.
Just because, I mean, it actually says it might cause drowsiness and be careful and things like that. But it made the pain just go away.
Nice.
So, and my family, that's rheumatoid arthritis, that runs in my family very slowly and with a lot of pain.
And you're pushing 60.
That's right. I'm pushing it away, but I know it's not working. But anyway, so I've been very worried about that, about
Yeah.
driving, because I thought, what if I drive 20 hours, my knee completely blows out,
And then you can't work.
I can't work, I'm stuck.
Yep.
That can't happen.
That can't happen.
So I think driving my little Subi, which I love my Subaru, you know, I love Subis. I wish I had my Subaru Forester, but I don't.
Why?
Subaru just came out with a new vehicle. I can't remember what it's called. Access or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know.
Starts with an A.
I don't pay attention to Subarus.
I do. And I wish I had one. But yeah, but I'm going to drive my Subaru long distance. I think it'll be the longest I've driven it. It just got some work done, so it'll make the trip, I believe.
Okay, good. I hope
with
it does.
a little trailer.
I hope it does.
Oh, no.
I have a really stupid joke for you.
Well, what's different?
No, this one is stupid.
They're all stupid.
What's the difference between America and a memory stick?
I don't even know what a memory stick is. You mean like
Flash
computer?
drive.
Oh, I don't know.
One's USA.
And one's USB. That's so dumb.
I told you that was stupid.
But they're all dumb. Just take that one and multiply it by everyone that you've ever told, and then you know.
No. Anyways, I love my jokes, but that one was bad.
Yeah.
That one was bad. I'm sorry. I like to apologize when I do something wrong because it's what you do, and that was wrong. And so I would like to extend an apology to everybody listening that I hurt your ears and your brain for that couple seconds.
Yeah.
Please forgive me.
We
haven't done this yet.
We haven't done what? Would you rather? Let's
Would
do
you
that.
rather?
I got something I want to talk about, but
play
let's
a
would you rather first?
Would you rather?
You want to drop one? Drop it. Drop it. Drop it.
I'm gonna go first.
See, your dog says drop it.
Toffee doesn't want to play.
Go for it. Purple.
It's purple.
It's a purple one. Let's see if I can read this with no glasses.
Okay.
All right. Would you rather be forced to eat a round container of snuff?
How about you put your
I'm
glasses
going to put some glasses on. I thought I would try it. Would you rather be forced to eat a round container of snuff?
So that's like
Skull.
Yeah, like skull.
They can't say that. Or 1 cup of cedar shavings from a hamster cage.
Used?
Well, if it's in a hamster's cage, I'm assuming that it is.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the cedar
Yeah, me too. I would.
because I've eaten snuff before.
Just a small amount of snuff. You're going to.
You're going to vomit.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Yeah.
It's nasty and it's gross. Oh, speaking of which, I'm going to make a confession.
Okay.
My first husband used to chew tobacco.
Okay.
Not snuff, like actual tobacco leaves. He bought the the full leaf tobacco in the bag, and he would shove it in his mouth.
Red Man, beech nut. What you talking about?
Chew on it, whatever kind. It was like cherry flavored or some shit.
Cherry?
Well, like cherry wood, smoked,
Right.
whatever. And he would leave his spit cups
Oh man.
all over the place.
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
Yeah.
And this was not something he did when we first got together. This was something he accumulated after some time. And it used to bother me a lot.
Yeah.
So one time, and he had a very weak stomach, which blew me away. Like he couldn't watch other people vomit. He couldn't,
Right.
that kind of, he would like,
Sure. Join in.
yeah. So I tried and tried and tried for months to tell him how disgusting it was. I didn't like picking it up. It's gross. Watching him spit was nasty, et cetera, et cetera. It grossed me out. So we're in the truck driving, and he has a spit cup in one of the cup holders on the dash. And I'm just like, that's so gross. What are you doing? He's like, it's fine. It's fine. So I said, you know what? And I grabbed that spit cup and I put it in I drank it.
What?
I didn't swallow it, but I swished it all around in my mouth. And then I did this big spit back into the cup. And I said, see, that's what you look like every time.
And then he barfed.
He did.
Yeah. I'm about to barf right now.
I almost did, but I didn't. I was just so angry, and I did it, and then I thought about it later, and I was like,
That's strange.
gagging all over the place. But he did.
I have a joke, and I heard this joke when I was in college. I'm not going to tell it right now. I think it might be the most disgusting joke I've ever heard in my life.
And you're not going to tell it?
I'm not going to tell it, but I've got to tell you that what you just told me rivals it. It's very similar. And there may be people out there who know what I'm talking about. But when I heard it, I was in college when I heard it. It's the only time I ever heard a joke when I actually almost threw up.
Because of a joke?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's nasty. It's the worst. It's one of the worst jokes I've ever heard.
It involves putting something in your mouth?
It's about a spittoon in a bar. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Here's your turn.
My turn. Would you rather?
Let's move on. Let's move on.
I have a feeling this is going to be weirdly appropriate. Here we go. Yellow. I'm going to drop it again.
Okay, because those were green and red.
Yeah, Christmas. All right,
there's your yellow. All right. Yellow is for random.
Okay.
And your question is, would you rather have for a neighbor a gangster rap group?
That's kind of racist. All right, go ahead.
Well, okay. Or a drunken heavy metal band.
That's so racist. What difference does it make? I mean, I feel like the question is a little bit racist.
Okay.
Loaded racist kind of question.
I
Even though
agree
there's
with
no
you.
race involved, it's stereotypical racist. And it's like, which would you want? Kind of a dangerous white group or dangerous black group? Which do you want? I don't know.
I agree.
I don't know if it's really racist or not.
Okay, let me ask you a different one then.
Okay.
Because that's not fair. Basically, it's do you ever want to live next to a rowdy music group?
But basically, it's just a bunch of rowdy kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so how about this?
I don't really care either one.
I know.
I've lived next to all of them.
Oh, dear. Okay. Would you rather eat a cup of rat tongue pate
Okay.
or a cup of blended spider legs with lemon juice?
I don't think it matters there either. The spider legs seem like it'd be awfully fibrous. The rat tongue pate seems like it might be kind of liverish and smooth and meaty. What difference does it make if it's rat tongue or cow tongue or cow muscle? It's all animal meat, so what difference does it make? The spider thing, I just feel like texture-wise, it would be very fibrous and almost like eating hay.
Yeah.
I don't think
Or
I want
hair.
that. Yeah, I don't think I want that. Between the two, I'd go with rat tongue, I guess.
Rat tongue.
It doesn't really make sense to me.
Okay. That's the stupidest question.
I think they're getting stupider.
Most of these questions are rather stupid.
Okay, so I have a dilemma, I have a problem.
Let's discuss.
It's not really a dilemma of personal dilemma. It is a problem, though. All right, my home state of Tennessee just passed a law. Now, this kind of affects us both, you and I both. They just passed a law or attempted to pass a law The law didn't pass because of a lawsuit about the law. So it's kind
I'm
of
lost.
It's kind of in limbo.
Hold on. I'm lost.
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 Anyway, it's about, so what they did, Tennessee passed a law saying that if you were ordained by a ordination group online, it is not valid. You cannot perform marriages.
Right. Why did they do that?
I have my suspicions, but a lot of people that I know have, including me, have performed marriages, and you too.
Me too.
From being ordained online.
Yep.
A lot of times your friends, or I guess friends, acquaintance, whatever, ask you if you would officiate their wedding. And so you just go get ordained online, and then you're allowed legally to do that. It's always been that. And I guess in 49 states, it still is. There are some other states that are trying to pass the same type of law. I think Nevada did it, tried to do it. They got a lawsuit, and I think it prevented them from doing it. I don't know if the lawsuit is still in effect. I read that Pennsylvania, the law is trying to pass in Pennsylvania and somewhere else now. I can't remember.
So they're trying to say that if you got your ordination online, it's not valid.
Most people get it from Universal Life Church. Monastery and Church, I think, is the official thing. I'm not positive. And so let me just say to you,
I'm listening.
here's what I believe. This is what I believe
Lay it on me.
is motivating this.
Let's go.
Tennessee, up in the Smokies, where I used to work, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, all up in there. There's freaking wedding chapels everywhere.
Everywhere.
Huge business. Nevada, Las Vegas, people go get married there all the time.
All the time.
So what would that say to you?
Money.
Exactly. Somewhere, these so-called ministers who are running these wedding chapels are mad because people are taking away their business.
Right.
You can't just go to Vegas. You can't go to the Pigeon Forge, whatever, and get married in these little wedding chapels. Now people are just doing it in their backyard.
Yep.
So these ministers are not making their money. These wedding chapels are not making their money. They've complained, and I know this for a fact. In Tennessee, they've been trying to the factory marriage farms
Right.
have been trying to shut down the Tennessee law for a long time. Tennessee used to be very relaxed. Basically, I think the law just said if you are recognized as a spiritual leader, that's all it said.
Yep.
You can do it.
Right.
Well, they're stopped doing that now. I believe it's because of that. However, whatever it is, how can the state decide who is a minister? How can the state say you are a minister or you're not a minister?
It can't. It shouldn't
They're
be able
trying
to.
They're saying that they can.
Because you're supposed to be able to, how's that phrase go? Separation of church and state? So why does the state say that I'm not a minister?
And by what qualifications?
Right.
I mean, Universal Life, it is a church. It's a monastery. I think it's for profit, but it still has a resident monk or minister. If you know anything about the history, Wikipedia.
Yeah, there you go.
Check it out.
It's there.
But nonetheless, they can ordain whoever they want.
Exactly.
Who is the state to say this church is not allowed to do that?
They shouldn't be able to say that at all.
Here's what I think is interesting. There is another group. They're the second largest online ordination company. I can't remember. It's like American Marriage Ministries or something like that. And when Tennessee started saying that you cannot marry people if you have been ordained online, they sent a team out to Tennessee, and they went to all the major cities in Tennessee. They ordained people in person. They signed certificates of ordination for people in person. So those people who came there didn't just get ordained online, they got ordained in person.
Right.
So now, what does the state say?
What does the state say now?
How do they object to that?
How can they?
I don't know how they can object to anything. I do have a little bit of a problem with universal life, and I think it's probably the objection that a lot of the Tennessee law people are trying to use. I don't think this is ultimately, I don't think they care. Like you said, it's about money.
It's about money.
But your dog can be ordained at universal life. You're not supposed to. It's it's supposed to be a human.
Right.
But people have done it.
Right. They've gotten their pets ordained.
I've seen ordination things for dogs and stuff, and I don't think it's legal, and that's obviously not supposed to happen. But I think that's what the lawmakers are trying to use against it, is that they do it for anybody. But again, who cares?
So
who are you to say that they can't?
Isn't that the exact same argument that the first it was argued that against homosexuality in general and gay marriage was, if you can marry same sex, who's to stop you from marrying your dog?
Well, I think that's probably another part of it, is because a lot of church people refuse to marry homosexuals.
Mm-hmm.
So people are getting ordained online, and then they're doing the marriage of homosexuals. So they're usurping the church's power.
Mm-hmm.
They're bypassing the church's power, the traditional church's power, doing it themselves. And a lot of people don't like that.
Yep. People, it makes them not warm
Well,
and fuzzy.
screw you. This is America. I don't care if you don't like it.
Thank you.
You're not allowed to do it.
Right.
Go cry.
Go cry.
We're not England.
Nope.
You're not allowed to do that. That's why America was founded.
Thank you.
To do things that you don't even like, but still the freedom to do that.
The freedom to do it.
And I think, and I don't know, I'm going to be very disappointed, and I don't know how it can't, but I think that the Tennessee law will get overturned. I just can't imagine that there's anything that can uphold that law. I mean, the
agree.
Supreme Court, I think, will strike it down.
I agree.
But when if it was allowed to stand, then what kind of can of worms is that opening up?
What kind of precedent
next?
is
What are
that
they going to
setting?
say that you can't do? You can't have a Bible study in your house.
Right.
You're not allowed to do that because you're bypassing the church.
Right.
You're not allowed to do. I mean,
You're not allowed to. Eventually, it's going to get down to where it used to be, is where you're a common person. You're not allowed to read the Bible
or interpret the Bible for yourself,
which
is kind of where we are now, anyway. But
yeah,
I think it's a scary thing.
It's very scary.
I feel confident that it's not going to stand, but I just think that it's creepy that that the lawmakers actually passed that law.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm thank God for lawsuits, but I just think that the fact that anybody can challenge it, I think that's a good thing.
Yes.
That
yes. You could walk up and say, "I challenge this."
Yeah, I mean, people aren't going to let that stand.
No.
But it's shifty. I can't even believe that it passed.
Mm-mm. I agree.
So that's something to look at, and it's something to think about, because people, it's coming to a state near you.
It is.
This
are a lot
is
of
not-
other frightening things.
This is not over.
No.
What we're seeing, and I feel like that. First of all, they're coming for your body.
Yep.
They're coming for your body first. They want control of your body. Next, they want control of your soul. So that's what's happening. The government wants total control of you.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want you doing what you want to do on your own.
No, they want to tell you what to do because it gives them power,
Mm-hmm.
and then they get to move you around and put you in classes that they want you in, depending on, I don't know, things like your sex, your gender, your skin color, et cetera, how much money you make. And then they get to put you in the little boxes that they are comfortable with you being in. And this is just the beginning.
We don't normally go in political discussions, and I'm okay with not. I would like to say, though, that I've been so surprised at this new majority. We got a Republican majority. I mean, Democrats run the House, but the Senate and the president are Republicans.
Mm-hmm.
And in a lot of southern states, they're run by like Georgia.
Sure.
The majority is Republican. Tennessee, the majority is Republican. How is it that most of my life, Republicans have stood for less government, less laws, and then all of a sudden we're in a place now where there's more?
Yeah.
It just seems to me that the bottom line is less, except when it's something we want. Then we want more.
Right.
I'm totally for less government. I think it's a great idea, less government. I'm not for no government. I think the government has a purpose. But I think I'm okay with less government. But I feel like we're having more government.
We are.
Yeah, I feel like there's more laws, more
They're
government.
trying to control more.
I don't know. I think Trump's had more executive orders than anybody in a long time. And whoever does it, whether it's Trump, whoever, I'm not picking on Trump. I'm just saying, I feel like we're getting to a point where everybody wants to have laws to make whatever they want.
To make themselves happy.
Their causes.
Right.
Let's say back off. Let's back off.
Back off a bit.
And let's have some freedom. I mean,
Take it down a notch.
let's have freedom to do things that don't hurt other people.
Yeah.
That's, to me, that's the thing. You don't have to agree. You don't have to agree with gay marriage. You don't have to agree with gun ownership. You don't have to agree if it's not hurting someone. If something that's happening is starting to hurt someone, then you look at it. You do
Right.
something about it.
Right.
But if it's not hurting anybody and it's consensual adults, I don't have a problem with it.
Neither do
Even
I.
if I don't agree with it. I see people in what they call polyamorous relationships.
Mm-hmm.
That's nothing I could ever do. I have to admit I don't necessarily understand it, but I'm totally for people doing it if that's what they want to do.
Absolutely.
If 4 or 5 people say, "Hey, we're cool with this. We're up for it. Works for us.
We're a family.
Okay, I got no problem with it.
Exactly.
I'm not going to pass a law saying you can't do it, even if I don't agree with it. It's not my business.
It's not your business. And it's not that you don't agree with it. It's just you don't understand it. It wouldn't work for you.
Well, and I'm okay with not understanding things. It doesn't really affect my life. And in fact, I the kind of person where if I don't understand something, I want to understand it. If I knew someone, I would ask someone. I would ask questions a lot of times. I mean, but ultimately, it's not necessary unless someone says, if my wife came to me and said she wanted to do that, then it would affect me. I might.
Yes, it would. Yes, it
might
would.
care a little more about it.
But you wouldn't go to legislation with it and try and pass a law because your wife wants to have a polyamorous relationship.
If she wanted to have that polyamorous relationship with Johnny Depp and Jeff Goldblum, I might want to pass that law.
You just put some ideas for a new dream in my head.
Oh no. It's funny because when I was first with my wife, Johnny Depp was her guy, and now she kind of finds him a little disgusting, I think. But she's on to Jeff Goldblum. I've never met a woman who's not on to Jeff Goldblum. Well, Jeff Goldblum must get laid all the time. What is it with Jeff Goldblum?
Well, look at him.
I do.
Listen to him.
I do.
He's
a little wacky.
He's a little wacky. He's attractive physically. He's just kind of mellow and smart, and just he's who he is.
I don't know.
He doesn't seem to put on airs. Because that's a turnoff. That's a huge turnoff.
I think he does. I just don't know though. But I mean, I just think it's funny that he's the guy that almost every woman kind of gets into.
And would love to get into.
You ever watch the Graham Norton show?
Yes.
Do you like it?
Yes.
It's kind of fun.
It is fun.
I've been watching a lot of it on YouTube,
Uh-huh.
and I've seen Jeff Goldblum on the Graham Norton show. Now, Graham Norton, English talk show.
Yep.
And what happens is he brings like 4 or 5 people, actors, famous people who have nothing in common or just
Different
like
celebrities.
random
Yeah.
people,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then put them on the couch and then have a conversation with everybody.
Exactly.
It's really kind of interesting. It's an interesting
fun.
concept.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. I like to watch a lot of David Tennant on his show.
Yeah. But yeah, I've seen Jeff Goldblum several times on there.
Now I'm going to go home and watch that. Damn it. Would you stop it with
Watch a little bit of Jeff Goldblum.
with the brain worms?
What's your favorite Jeff Goldblum movie? Jurassic Park?
No.
Fly?
No.
Big Chill?
Oh, that's a good one.
Wasn't he in Independence Day? He was in something where he played like a scientist.
Independence Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, when I first saw the original Independence Day with him in it and Will Smith, I really enjoyed that movie.
Yeah.
And especially his part. Jeff Goldblum's part in that movie.
You saw his part?
Ooh. I think I've seen his part in something else.
Has he been naked in the movie?
I think so.
Don't tell my wife. Holy crap.
I'll look it up.
No.
Yes. I'm looking that shit up.
No, man. All right. Well, we could fix my wife up with Jeff Goldblum if we wanted to.
Fix
but,
her up with him?
If we wanted to. I'm not saying
I'm
we
not
do.
capable of fixing her up with him, because if I was, I'd be fixing him up with me.
But we like to kind of help people get fixed up. And here I have a little bit of misconnections I would like to read. Just to help out those people. Just to help out the Jeff Goldblums in your life.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to kind of get connected with the Jeffs.
There's no Jeff Goldblum in my life.
All right, first one from Atlanta, Georgia. This is our hometown.
Uh-oh.
Current hometown.
Yeah, I promise it's not me.
Guy with the scorpion tattoo.
Nope, that wasn't me.
Sounds kind of dramatic, doesn't it?
Sounds like a book I read.
I
only
think Jeff
different.
Goldblum would have a scorpion tattoo. I work at an eye doctor in Canton. Do you know where Canton is?
Yes.
You came in to get a nose pad replaced.
On your eyeglasses.
I guess. You have wavy hair, an adorable smirk, Columbia glasses. That's funny. And a scorpion tattoo on your left forearm.
That's specific.
You are a 20-something-year-old white male. You remembered my name, and it honestly meant the world to me.
Ooh.
So email me if this is you, or you know who this guy might be.
Warm fuzzies.
Kind of romantic, huh?
Yeah, you remembered my name.
That's right.
Let's have sex.
I hope it works. All right, Gloucester, Massachusetts. Is it Gloucester?
I don't know.
Anyway, Lone Gull Coffee Shop. We've talked a few times at the coffee shop. I definitely got a vibe that you're interested.
Ooh.
I'm the guy wearing gym clothes, usually. 30, dark hair, blue eyes, facial hair. You're a bit older, reddish hair, very pretty. I love older women, and I think you're beautiful.
Damn.
I'm divorced and not looking for anything serious. Oh, gee, I think I kind of ruined it right there.
He just wants to fuck her.
But if you're interested in a casual, give me a sign.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Open to other offers as well. What does that mean?
That means that
Can I bring my dog?
if you also
How about my
happen,
sister?
if you also happen to be an older than 30-something redhead, hit him up too.
Or I thought maybe it might mean she's like, no, I'd like to get serious. He's like, okay, well, I'm open to that too.
Or maybe it's, no, I just want to put a diaper on you and feed you from a bottle.
It's like, if this is not you, other people who are reading this, I'll do you too.
I'll
I
do
don't
you
really
too,
care.
as long as you're older than me and have red hair.
All right, redhead in a green dress on Father's Day in at the South Point Mall in Durham. I'm guessing that's Durham, North Carolina.
Possibly.
Mature redhead woman in a bright green dress.
What is it with these older redheads?
And light brown platform shoes. He's got the whole
Specific.
wardrobe
He is
memorized.
Specific.
I saw you at South Point Mall heading over to your car in the parking lot nearest to the movie theaters. You were probably coming from a Father's Day lunch since you weren't carrying any shopping bags. That makes no sense.
No, none at all.
I saw you get into a burgundy Nissan SUV. I hope he doesn't mention the tag number. I was taken by our sense of fashion and would like to find out more. This person's just into the fashion.
So I followed you home and I have raided your closet.
That's what all he wants. Me, a 44-year-old male.
Literally, that's all
That's
he
what it
says.
says.
A
Yep.
44-year-old male.
Yep.
Wearing a green pullover in a
He's got a
tweed jacket.
Very much is like a fashion show. All right, this is in Union, Alaska.
I know where that is.
Denali Federal Credit Union.
I know that.
I'm
credit
sorry.
union.
Denali Federal Credit Union, Alaska. Does that make sense?
No, Denali Federal Credit Union is a federal credit union in Alaska.
Okay. I'm not sure if you'll see this or not, or perhaps maybe somebody will tell you about it.
Anybody.
I'm sorry, I turned it over.
Anybody.
Or maybe somebody will tell you about it. You're a teller there. I stopped in yesterday. Saturday, I asked... What is that?
What?
Saturday, I asked you, did the new express lane work? Another piece of our conversation was about if I wanted my balance printed on my receipt for the deposit.
Is
now
this a
you
run-on
know who
sentence?
I am. Boy, that's crazy.
That's a run-on sentence.
Yeah, run on and run off.
So I said, did you do this? And you said, did I do that? And I said, did you do this?
I am attracted to you very much. Looked at each other a couple times. Not sure if you feel the same. You're beautiful. I'd like to get to know you. This person has no punctuation. I hope
You're
you
beautiful.
get this.
I'd like to get to know you. Please call me on my number.
I hope you get this and you feel the same way. And then he doesn't end the thing with a punctuation. This guy has no reason for punctuation.
He's
At all.
texting. He's texting.
All right. Last one. Pretty blonde at Trader Joe's in Shoreview in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I caught you out of the corner of my eye when you pulled in behind me at checkout. and I was turning to leave. I looked over at you, and you were looking right back.
Was she looking at his back?
I thought you were awfully pretty.
Awfully pretty.
This was around 5 o'clock today, Wednesday. I don't know if these misconnection posts ever get seen, but it'd be great to have another chance to say hi.
Why didn't he say hi then?
I don't know. It always reminds me of the Penthouse forums. I never believed these were true.
Right.
Until one day.
One day.
And it's like, I don't know if these misconnections work.
Until you call me.
But I'm putting it out there anyway.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Yeah. All right. Misconnections. Hopefully we helped someone get back together. Hopefully Jeff Goldblum will not get together with my wife. You better not. Jeff, keep your hands to yourself, buddy.
If he does,
yeah.
I'm going to bring that polyamorous thing up to her.
Would you eat Jeff Goldblum's fly legs in a lemon with lemon blended up?
Just because I want to devour him doesn't mean I actually want to devour him.
Yeah. I feel like I could do a Jeff Goldblum impersonation if I tried.
Not
right now.
Don't
No,
try
I
now.
would need a little work on it, but I think I
Yeah.
could do it.
Yeah.
I feel like I could do it.
All right, so
you know, he's a jazz pianist.
Pianist.
He's a
Yes.
jazz pianist. He is really good on the piano. And someone, and I can't think of who it was. Dang it. For some reason, I want to say Imelda May.
Imelda May.
I don't know if it was her, but someone that I follow on Instagram. Now you know I follow Imelda May. Yes, I do.
Yes.
Just performed with him. Sang with him.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like they did.
Well, that's exciting.
And he's pretty good from what I understand.
We'll have to look that up.
Yeah,
Yeah. I feel like we're rambling a little bit.
it's fun. Rambling is the window to the soul.
Are people still listening?
I hope not. Get off. Quit listening. No.
Quit
No.
wait, come
Stop
back.
it now. Stop.
Look, Toffee's like, what? What'd I do? I do.
No, I like people listening, but I've just kind of got to the point where I just feel like no one's listening, no one cares, so we're just going to talk. Who cares? We're just talk.
Okay.
If someone wants to join in, fine. Whatever.
We have a visitor. We have a visitor. She is my dog, and she's trying to French kiss me while we talk on the podcast.
All right. Got anything you need to say? Got anything? We're going to close it down.
I'll be honest. I don't have anything today.
Nothing to say.
Nothing. I am thingless.
You're themeless.
Thingless.
All
No,
right.
thing. You said, do I have anything? I don't have anything. I'm thingless.
Well, in that case, let's talk about beer. What do you think of Bibo? Bibo? Creature Comforts Bibo.
Made in Athens, Tennessee.
Yeah.
It is a Pilsner, and it tastes like a Pilsner
Yep.
that I would drink after mowing the lawn, if I mowed the lawn.
Mo beer.
It's Mo beer.
Mo beer.
Yep. Mo beer.
What you gonna give this?
Got my mind on my beer and
And
my
your
beer
beer?
on my mind.
Mo beer. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think? Should I rate it first? You want to rate it first?
You rate it first.
I'm going to 3.
You're doing a 3.
3. Giving it a
I mean,
3.
it's not a bad Pilsner.
No.
It's not super light like piss water that you get,
Has a little bit of taste, but there, I say a little bit of taste,
Right.
Not little bitter taste. There's no bitterness to it at all. It is kind of what you might say watery, if you like that. But I like it. I like that.
On a hot day,
Oh, yeah.
I could have more than one of those.
Go to the Chattanooga market.
Yep.
Did that last week, and I drank Highland Pilsner.
Oh, okay.
Highland Brewery Pilsner. Nothing wrong with that, but
Nope.
it was a little tangy. This would have been better. I would have had this.
Had a couple of them.
Creature Comfort Bibo.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a 3.
Ooh, that's what I gave it.
Yep.
Tie.
Ty.
All right, Bibo. You
We're
did
right
good.
here.
You did good, Beeb.
We're right here on the same wavelength,
I feel like
man.
that should be my new nickname, Bibo.
Bibo?
Bibo.
All right.
I always like the name Peebo, but I mean, I don't have the name Peebo.
No.
I feel like, Pete Buttigieg, the presidential guy. Pete Buttigieg. You know who I'm talking about?
I think
Running.
so.
I feel like that, because a lot of people have trouble pronouncing his name, as I do.
Uh-huh.
I think what people should call him Peebo.
Peebo.
That should be his name, Peebo.
That would be so much easier.
Yeah, just a President Peebo. Hi, President Peebo.
Hi, President Peebo.
And they're doing the
Peebo.
debates and the presidential debates. I go, all right, Elizabeth Warren, what do you think? And she said, and they go, and then Peebo, what do you think?
Peebo?
Yeah, I feel like Pete Buttigieg.
Buttigieg?
It's hard to say.
It is.
Peebo,
Peebo.
much easier.
Oh, yeah. And it's kind of, street.
Yeah.
It's kind of street.
We are rambling right now. Hey, give us a follow on Facebook or on Twitter or on Instagram. We're on Facebook a lot. We put more on Facebook than we do on anything.
That's
but
true.
If you talk to us, if you post things that you want, you tag us. We don't care. But we would like for you to maybe repost some things, share podcasts, your
Please
favorite
do.
podcasts.
Yeah.
We did a video a couple weeks ago. You could share it. You could watch it, whatever you want to do.
God. By the way, let me just apologize now
What?
for pouring beer on your head.
You did pour beer on my head. I didn't really mind too much, except I just had a shower, and that was the stickiest beer.
I know.
If you had poured some Bibo on my head,
It would have been
that
more
would have been better, I think.
refreshing.
I'm not saying do it now. I'm not saying that.
It's so far out of something that I would normally do.
Here's the thing, and a lot of people don't know this. And if you're in improv, if you do anything improv, when you're live, when you're and really doing a video like this is sort of like performing. When you're doing live and you're performing, there's some kind of weird energy that happens, and you do things that you might not normally do otherwise, and then you're like, what did I do? Why did I say that?
Yeah.
But you can't take it back because it's live.
Because
like,
it's done.
You know how sometimes when you're leaving a message to someone and then right in the middle of the message, you're like, holy shit, why did I just say that?
Yes.
Can I undo it? And you can't undo it. You can't. And you're just stuck saying what you got to say.
Yep.
That's called live, people. So when you pour beer on someone's head, and not just once or twice, but three times, you can't take it back.
You can't.
If you want to know what we're talking about, check out our 4th of July video where I do get beer poured on my head.
By me.
Yeah. And the weird thing is, if I had done it to you, I would have been in big trouble.
No, you wouldn't have. Not that day. I feel like the energy that we had going, I would have laughed. I would have been fine.
I don't think you would have. You would have punched me in the face. You did slap me in the face. I think I was more offended at being slapped than having the beer poured on my head.
I apologize for that.
Because I don't like physical stuff. I don't like when people punch me in the face.
No,
I don't like
not.
when you punch me in the face.
It's not nice.
All right. What was I going to say? Send us an email. thisepicdisaster@gmail.com. Tell us what you think. Tell us about our rambling. What do you think about the rambling?
Because it's awesome. It is excessive right
And
now.
if you want to comment on anything that we just talked about, feel free. Do you like Jeff Goldblum?
I do.
Have you ever seen him naked?
No.
Let us know.
Please send pictures.
Have you ever seen his Bibo? Actually, Creature Comfort by Bibo we do recommend, and we would like to say thank you
Thank you.
for joining us and being our friend.
See you next time.
We'll see you next week.
Bye. This is a Violet Jester Media podcast.